Active listening is the foundation of healthy communication in intimate relationships. It involves fully focusing on your partner's words, tone, and emotions rather than preparing a response or defense. When partners feel truly heard, emotional safety increases and misunderstandings decrease. Active listening includes maintaining eye contact, minimizing distractions, and reflecting back what you hear. Statements like, "What I'm hearing is that you felt hurt when," help clarify understanding and validate your partner's experience. Validation does not require agreement, it simply acknowledges that their feelings make sense from their perspective. Many conflicts escalate because partners feel unheard rather than because of the issue itself. When listening is prioritized, emotional intensity often softens naturally. This allows conversations to shift from reactive to collaborative. Active listening also requires patience. Silence, pauses, and curiosity are powerful tools. Asking gentle follow-up questions communicates interest and care. Over time, this practice builds trust, reduces defensiveness, and strengthens emotional intimacy by creating a space where both partners feel safe to express themselves honestly. This skill building exercise was designed to help people practice active listening. Pause the video to review the exercise or take a screenshot for future reference. I statements help communicate feelings and needs without triggering defensiveness. Rather than accusing or criticizing, they focus on personal experience. For example, "I feel disconnected when we don't spend time together" is more constructive than "you never make time for me." Blame oriented language often leads to shutdown or counterattacks, even when the underlying concern is valid. I statements reduce this cycle by keeping responsibility centered on the speaker's emotions and perceptions. This approach invites empathy rather than conflict. Effective I statements typically include three parts: the feeling, the situation, and the need. For example, "I feel overwhelmed when plans change last minute, and I need more notice." This clarity helps your partner understand how to respond rather than guess what you want. Using I statements does not mean suppressing strong emotions. It means expressing them in a way that supports connection rather than distance. Over time, this communication style fosters emotional safety, mutual respect, and more productive problem solving. This skill building exercise was designed to help people use I statements instead of blame. Pause the video to review the exercise or take a screenshot for future reference. Strong emotions can hijack communication, making it difficult to listen, think clearly, or respond compassionately. Learning to regulate emotions before engaging in challenging conversations is essential for healthy dialogue. When emotions are high, the nervous system shifts into fight or flight mode. In this state, people are more likely to interrupt, escalate, or say things they later regret. Pausing to calm the body through deep breathing, grounding, or taking a short break can significantly improve communication outcomes. Emotion regulation does not mean avoidance. It means choosing the right timing and mindset. Agreeing to return to the conversation after emotions settle helps protect the relationship from unnecessary harm. Being able to say, "I want to talk about this, but I need a few minutes to calm down," demonstrates maturity and respect. Over time, couples who prioritize regulation create a safer environment where difficult topics can be discussed without fear of emotional overwhelm or damage. This skill building exercise was designed to help people regulate emotions before difficult conversations. Pause the video to review the exercise or take a screenshot for future reference. Defensiveness is one of the most common communication barriers in intimate relationships. It often arises from feeling criticized or misunderstood. Replacing defensiveness with curiosity can transform conflict into connection. Curiosity involves asking open ended questions and genuinely trying to understand your partner's inner world. Instead of responding with explanations or justifications, try asking, "Can you help me understand what that was like for you?" This shift signals openness rather than opposition. When curiosity is present, partners feel less alone in their emotions. Even disagreements become opportunities to learn more about each other's needs, values, and triggers. Curiosity also slows conversations down, reducing escalation and emotional flooding. Practicing curiosity requires humility and emotional awareness. It means tolerating discomfort and resisting the urge to be right. Over time, this approach builds trust and emotional intimacy, reinforcing the idea that the relationship is a team rather than a battlefield. This skill building exercise was designed to help people be curious instead of defensive. Pause the video to review the exercise or take a screenshot for future reference. Validation is the act of acknowledging your partner's feelings as real and meaningful, regardless of whether you share the same perspective. It is a powerful communication skill that strengthens emotional connection. Validation sounds like, "I can see why that hurt you," or "that makes sense given what you experienced." It does not mean admitting fault or agreeing with every interpretation. It simply communicates understanding and respect. Many conflicts escalate because partners feel invalidated or dismissed. When feelings are minimized, people often intensify their expression to be heard. Validation helps de escalate by meeting the emotional need beneath the words. Practicing validation requires empathy and attentiveness. It shifts conversations from problem focus to connection. Focused once emotions are acknowledged, problem solving becomes far more effective. Over time, consistent validation builds emotional safety and reassures both partners that their inner experiences matter within the relationship. This skill building exercise was designed to help people validate feelings. Pause the video to review the exercise or take a screenshot for future reference. Unspoken frustrations often accumulate into resentment, which can erode intimacy and trust. Addressing issues early helps prevent emotional distance and explosive conflict. Many people avoid speaking up out of fear of conflict or hurting their partner. However, silence often causes more harm than respectful honesty. Small concerns are easier to address calmly before they become emotionally charged. Early communication allows for course correction and mutual understanding. It also reinforces the idea that both partners are responsible for maintaining the health of the relationship. Using gentle language and choosing appropriate timing helps keep conversations productive. Addressing issues early does not mean criticizing frequently. It means sharing experiences openly and collaboratively. Over time, this habit fosters transparency, emotional closeness, and a sense of shared responsibility for the relationship's well being. This skill building exercise was designed to help people address issues early. Pause the video to review the exercise or take a screenshot for future reference. People communicate differently based on personality, upbringing, culture, and past relationships. Understanding each other's communication styles reduces misinterpretation and frustration. Some individuals process verbally, while others need time to reflect internally. Some prefer directness, while others value gentler phrasing. None of these styles are wrong, but mismatches can cause tension if unrecognized. Discussing preferences, such as how to approach conflict, when to talk, and what feels supportive, creates clarity and mutual respect. For example, one partner may need space before talking, while the other needs reassurance. Adapting to each other's styles does not mean abandoning your own needs. It means finding a rhythm that honors both perspectives. Over time, this awareness strengthens cooperation, empathy, and relational harmony. This skill building exercise was designed to help people learn each other's communication styles. Pause the video to review the exercise or take a screenshot for future reference. When communication becomes about winning an argument, connection is lost. Healthy communication prioritizes understanding over being right. Power struggles often mask deeper emotional needs, such as feeling valued, secure, or respected. Shifting the goal from persuasion to understanding helps uncover these underlying needs. Approaching conversations with the mindset of how can we understand each other encourages collaboration rather than competition. This reduces defensiveness and promotes emotional openness. Letting go of the need to win does not mean suppressing your voice. It means valuing the relationship more than the argument. Over time, this approach builds trust, emotional safety, and long-term satisfaction. This skill building exercise was designed to help people focus on understanding, not winning. Pause the video to review the exercise or take a screenshot for future reference. Communication is not only about resolving problems. Positive interactions, such as appreciation, affection, and shared laughter, are equally important. Regularly expressing gratitude, admiration, and love helps buffer relationships against stress and conflict. Small gestures, kind words, and check-ins reinforce emotional connection. Couples who intentionally nurture positive communication often recover from conflict more easily. Emotional deposits made through kindness help relationships feel resilient rather than fragile. Making space for positive communication strengthens intimacy and reminds partners why they chose each other in the first place. This skill building exercise was designed to help people make space for positive communication. Pause the video to review the exercise or take a screenshot for future reference. Improving communication is an ongoing process, not a destination. Mistakes, misunderstandings, and setbacks are inevitable in any intimate relationship. Approaching communication with a growth mindset allows room for learning and repair. Apologizing, reflecting, and adjusting are signs of strength, not failure. Self-compassion and mutual patience are essential. Progress often looks like increased awareness rather than immediate change. Over time, consistent effort leads to deeper trust, emotional intimacy, and resilience. Healthy communication thrives when both partners commit to learning together, growing together, and supporting each other's emotional worlds. This skill building exercise was designed to help people seek growth, not perfection. Pause the video to review the exercise or take a screenshot for future reference.